Welcome everyone to another session of Dansu and Dragons. I'm your host Mike Rovner, under my channel Game Phantom DM. It's on Twitter. And with me today are our players, Laura playing Halfling Bard.
Whoa, excuse me.
I've gotten things confused. Laura, who's playing Gnome Bard, Gita Jewelsoul.
I'm offended.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
What's wrong with halflings?
Nothing wrong with halflings.
You guys remember, block yourself with the camera.
Oh,
Thank you.
Myself.
And playing Halfling Ranger
Damn right.
is Venus, portraying Aembron.
Hey. Halflings are cool.
Yeah.
And lastly,
Don't do the
playing Tiefling Wizard, Eris Briarwood, we have... What? Don't say what?
Don't do the thing.
Don't do the thing?
Don't do the thing.
I think it was funny.
Don't do the thing?
First time.
Okay, it's funny the first time.
Don't do the thing. I mean, she's still award-winning, but
We won't
We
say.
have
we won't say the word
Erica.
award-winning again after saying it right
playing
now.
Eris Briarwood.
Playing Eris.
Yes.
I put text on screen.
I
no,
figured.
But
What that was that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're teasing you because we're also very impressed with you.
Yeah.
I'm
You've
very proud
accomplished
of her,
a lot.
and we love her so much.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Ditto.
Anyway, back to the game of Dungeons and Dragons at hand.
Yay.
When last we left the party, Gita, Aembron, and Eris, I'm sitting across from them now, so though it looks like I'm looking to the side this way, I'm kind of looking straight across at them, while looking across at me, and there's like cameras between us.
Yeah.
It's an awkward setup, and I have a photo of it, hopefully, to the side.
Yeah, you know what? I like it.
You like
'Cause
it?
Yeah, me
It
too.
prevents me from like being tempted to look at the camera.
Yeah,
I'm
because it's
looking
right
at you.
there.
Yeah, okay. Well, this works for right now, but I need
We'll see
better
how it
cameras
looks.
for it, and maybe to set the tripods lower.
Yeah.
Anyway, when last we left the party, they had taken a ship back to Southgate. And we're going to skip over the long parts of the travel after the roleplay that was had.
Thank
But
you.
after the business in Lowport, secrets were revealed. After being pressed, the apothecary, the party's friend, was pressed about some secrets by Gita Jewelsoul, and confided in her that she had the potential to be transformed into a fey, fiendish creature known as a hag. But she resisted the call in her adolescence, and usually looks out for other children with potential who have the potential to fall to such a terrible fate. Anyhow, listening in on that, eavesdropping against either's will, was Eris's familiar, Carl.
She did this again without either of us knowing.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And thus, she knows those secrets. And also a small backtrack for the last session. Oh, well, we already talked about that. Eris, when she was hanging out with her friend Dana, while trying to, impress her and seduce her.
Just a friend now.
Her friend Dana, whom she's
Say
trying,
more. Just a friend.
the girl she is sweet on and trying to impress.
Trying.
Trying. Well, she succeeded to a point.
She's a simple
Also
farm
showed
girl.
off the bauble they pulled out of an undead creature before her to show off how cool she was.
So you get murdered. Brownie points.
Anyhow, we resume now with some bookkeeping. We're going to just skip over most of the trip back by ship because
Thank you.
nothing happened. You can interact with any NPCs of the previous group that you wanted to. The punching barmaid, the orc trapper guy,
Oh, she's so cool. Mina, right? She's so
the
cool.
dragonborn samurai, Corvus, who's helping you, Aembron, with your seasickness,
Yeah.
I love Corvus.
or the apothecary herself
He's
with
earned
more
points for
conversation.
that.
But I know one of you, Eris, you want to keep researching that spell book you found.
I do. Yeah.
And what have you uncovered so far about it?
Didn't I not really
You,
get anything from it?
did you write down any of the spell information that I told you, or?
No.
Oh, so you only were finding out. You were looking up the magic item possibilities within it, as well as, but you couldn't crack the spells.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pop in there. I would like you to give me an Arcana check for your extended study of the spell book on this leg of the trip, because it took
Can
a
we
few
help
hours.
her?
If you wanna.
Help.
Was that you just give her advantage? Oh my god.
Help her.
You only get one advantage.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
But if you're helping independent, if you're reading the book over her shoulder and trying to help her out, I will let you make your own Arcana check
Oh, I have a good Arcana check. All right.
to help decipher this wizardly work.
13
Help.
plus 4, 17.
17.
Yep.
What'd you get, Eris?
What am I using?
Oh.
Investigation?
We're not
Arcana.
using that one. You didn't see nothing.
9
Total?
plus proficiency bonus?
Plus proficiency in your intelligence.
Oh.
And remember, your intelligence did go from a 2 to a 3.
Right. 12.
12. I'm going to give you the list of first level spells in that book
Cool.
for your efforts.
Yes.
In the book, you have the following spells writ. Cause fear, detect magic, unseen servant, alarm, and comprehend languages. Unseen servant, alarm, and comprehend languages, you know, can be used as rituals with the proper materials. I know you already have detect magic and alarm, but this is just what was in the guy's spellbook.
Right. And we established that you might already know some of the stuff that's in there.
Yeah.
Additionally, you're beginning to piece together a little bit of the research in the back end of the book. That the unfinished research, perhaps 3/5 of the way complete, mostly supposing the diagrams of hastily unfinished research in easily drawn magic circles, mathematics concerning chaos theory and planar harmonics.
That sounds so interesting to me and Embron. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of, and you can actually suss out that once you're decoding that language, and you kind of get stuck just on the chaos theory and planar harmonics. But the both of you, because you two are working together on it, so that's what you guys get from that together.
On the ship?
Right, where you're working on the.
No,
oh,
we're
you're not. Okay, but Gita,
Yep.
you are able to suss out the materials that are needed for the next step of that research.
Ooh, nice.
As you're reading that part of the research up, you figure that it requires chalk,
Okay.
1 pound of salt, sea or inland mined,
Specific. Okay.
the hair or fur of a creature that has traveled to another plane of existence,
Okay.
Any of this.
Yeah, fur
and
of
as you're
Wait,
deciding,
slow down, slow down.
Alter-
She's writing. Alternate plane.
alternate plane traveler. Oh my god. Alternate plane traveler. Okay.
and this is the last component you think is necessary of materials to do manual research to figure out what this ritual is meant to do. You figure out a volume of 3 pints of blood of a humanoid creature slain within 24 hours. Specific notation, the blood of someone still living will not do.
Humanoid dead creature. Well, that's terrifying.
So what is Gita's reaction to that information? Like you're just listing it, okay, wait, I'm figuring this out. This, that.
We have this. We have this. Ooh.
I'm from another plane.
Like we've all traveled to another plane now.
Okay.
By the way.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just think over this silently in my head,
Uh-huh.
and I am going through my head like, okay, I'm gonna salt, hair, and then I just stop and then let it drop and not say anything.
So do you share what you figured out to the others?
Nope. But I have it in my head.
Make a religion check in response to that.
I don't
Just-
have any
okay.
religion, so.
Nice.
18.
What?
18.
18. Well, you think that the ritual setup that is in this tome of Ishvander, the wizard who wrote this book, might be for some fell purpose.
Fell?
Yeah, thank
Fell purpose. Because, you know,
Yeah.
any magical process that involves the blood of a humanoid creature
I
slain
mean,
within 24 hours.
I didn't really need to do
But
a
someone still
religion
living
check
will
for
know.
No, but just combining the planar harmonics, chaos theory, and blood sacrifice. You think there is something either devilish or demonic about this ritual.
that. Okay.
More demonic, considering chaos theory is being talked about.
Okay.
Though you also notice that the book contains the magic item formula for potions of healing, a potion of growth, a wand of scowls, and an ersatz eye.
I'm sorry, repeat those.
They're the magic item formulas for basic potion of healing.
Formula was for
You're gonna have to slow
Yep.
down while we're writing.
potion of healing.
No problem.
Okay.
A potion of growth.
Potion of growth. Waggling
like
my eyebrows.
personal growth or?
Yeah,
Physical growth.
Is it? Never mind. Okay, continue.
The instructions to assemble a wand of scowls.
What is a wand of
It's
scowls?
it's an arcane focus wand that has a special ability on its own.
Do
That
magical scowls?
you don't know. You just know that it's called a wand of scowls.
Oh, okay.
It's some kind of enchantment wand.
Okay.
Like scowl, like.
Yep. And an ersatz eye, a magic item, a very basic magic crystal item that is meant to functionally replace a removed eye.
Oh, wait a second. Didn't we come across somebody that needed an eye?
Right?
No, I'm just thinking of Disenchanted.
Oh,
Okay.
The
disenchantment.
television show. I don't think we
Are
came
you
across.
sure? I don't know, because
I don't
I
know.
haven't studied my notes.
You
We
remember
might have
that?
done.
You could be thinking about the guardian of the Forest of Low Illusions, who was always depicted and you've encountered wearing a blindfold.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just keep that in the back of my mind because I don't need that yet.
Okay.
Although I'd mentioned to them that it has those recipes.
Mhm.
Did you mention
formulas.
the other one?
No.
Do I not know about it?
Not yet.
Yet.
All you know is that you saw me plucking a hair out of my head.
And then,
then just
like,
dropping
her
it.
face kind of, the face just kind of, oh, I got that, I got that, I got that. And then,
Oh, yeah.
So I
never
haven't
mind.
seen this recipe.
no, you
Oh,
haven't
never
figured
mind.
that out.
That one's really hard to get. So I got more of these.
Oh.
We'll just.
I can't read the last part of that
Yeah.
one.
Wait. Oh, you're saying that as.
Yeah. No, I can actually read.
Okay.
So if you want to do insight against your deception, if you want to, if you're saying something aloud and lying about it,
Oh, I'm not talking about the first one at all.
okay,
I just don't mention it.
I'm just.
okay.
I'm writing, so it's hard to like concentrate on both.
Though I will give Eris, I will give you this. You know how many spells remain in the book of second level and third level.
Okay.
There are 3 spells of second level and 2 spells of third level.
What was the name of this book again? Tome of.
The Tome of
Ishvander.
Ishvander.
How many?
It is a wizard spell book with a skull motif on the cover.
Skull Wizard's book. Okay.
How many for level 2?
3 spells of second level,
Okay.
and it contains 2 spells of third level.
Okay. Dang, how am I going to figure the rest of them out?
Maybe it's
Would
better you don't.
Studying
Though,
just helps, or is
yeah,
it
just
something-
spending time studying, making checks.
Okay.
It'll get easier the higher
Is
level
it
you
like-
get.
All right.
In a foreign language? Or
Every wizard writes their magic their own way. They have
like
their own,
they shorthand.
yeah, their own
basically.
shorthand, their own structure to how the
okay.
spells work.
Gotcha.
And very few wizards label their spells clearly in common
Fair.
to keep their arcane secrets.
Okay. So instead of saying like 3 pints of blood, it'll just say like 3 and then blah blah blah.
It's it's a complex mathematical formula that presents itself in kind of a
Oh.
arcane
Nah.
cipher.
Ugh.
But yeah, that is
I'm
that
not
is
sure which one of us that was.
that is like that was you just realize at that point once you
Yeah.
get to the blood sacrifice that is evil pants ritual.
Yeah.
Did she do any sort of like visual marker of distaste that I could have picked up on?
The face kind of dropped, yes.
Yeah.
She was like reading, okay. Mild horrified look.
Okay.
I'll get the spell list from you later, just to have.
All right.
Should we do a
I'll
check
remember
against
that.
each other?
If you want to, or if you're just gonna remember that for later, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just
but
remember it.
All right.
you are back in Southgate
Land, sweet land.
Yay.
by late afternoon.
Okay.
And the town is bustling. The mayor is waiting for the ship to arrive and bequeaths onto Captain Diane the emergency pay he promised for this mission, as well as all the other adventurers. And each of you find yourself 80 gold pieces richer.
Whoa!
Wow, that's a lot.
You've done a
Hell
great
yeah.
service.
Nice.
He says, and you definitely notice your bags are not the same size as the bags he hands out to all the others. But
Okay.
he hands the largest bag to Captain Diane, and everyone
That's
else,
fair.
all the other adventurers get like
She's
a uniform.
the captain. Like,
Yeah.
Well, he had to commandeer her
Yeah.
ship, that was expensive, and pay
Yeah.
her crew. And then the other hot emergency adventurers got some larger coin purses. The mayor explains, in the cost of your reward is sweeping everything else under the rug.
I'm not gonna say no to 80 gold.
Yeah, I'm down with this.
So, thank you very much, sir.
Please may I have
You're
another?
quite welcome, and you have the thanks of a grateful city that may call upon you again for other adventuring duties.
Fair.
I do an
Well,
awkward bow.
We'll take the cut this time, but our
Don't
fee.
be rude.
What?
What are you doing?
Just know that our fee will increase for the next time.
The mayor of Southgate sighs deeply, adjusts his neck ruffle, and plods back into town.
Well, he didn't say no. Okay, okay.
And so now,
I don't agree with your methods, but the result is the result.
All right.
And of course, now for other bookkeeping, if there's any goods you want to sell,
Yes.
Right.
you still have you've spent some time working on those clothes, yes?
Yes.
You're probably gonna need like a few more days to tailor them into something you can use.
Okay.
And the party is intent to sell that
Breastplate.
Yeah.
the breastplate.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna say you can bring it to Rory's Pawn Emporium,
Yep.
Yeah.
and he is willing to give you 250
Hell yeah.
gold pieces.
What do you think?
Sweet
Eris,
hat, my man.
I don't like the way you're
Thank
looking.
you. Thanks for saving it that time.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, 250 gold for the breastplate.
Cool. I tried.
That's the offer he has on the table.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm bad at math.
Uh, It
That's
doesn't split evenly.
Yeah. How? What would we?
It doesn't split
What
evenly.
would we increase
We
it
can
to split it evenly?
That's his offer on the table.
252. It's fine.
Oh, all right.
It's
Well,
fine.
I
We
have,
can split it.
I have some stuff to sell.
Okay.
Okay, what else would you like to sell?
The assorted children's items that I
The
have.
assorted children's toys that you got from the robbers who were robbing
Are you gonna sell it back to him?
You okay?
Oh my god, you are terrible.
Would we recognize it as stuff that was stolen from the
I
pawn
don't think
shop?
so, because it was in the.
Oh, she was not with us when she stole it, right?
I don't think so.
store. She just
Well-
took the bag off one of those guys you guys
Oh,
knocked
okay, so
down.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop you then because I don't know that you're doing something horrible.
I ended up not having any children in the time that, I was gone, so I don't need these toys anymore.
He opens the bag and looks at these toys. Where'd you get these toys?
I found them on the street. Far away from here.
You know what's the worst is that it's a pawn shop, so someone was probably gonna try to come back for those toys for their
He holds
children.
one up, and there is indeed an RP tag on it.
Yeah.
Ah.
You've discovered stolen goods, lass.
Oh my god.
I did! Oh goodness!
I won't buy them off you, but I will reward you for bringing them back to me.
Oh, that's great!
Sadly, it's just a pittance, and he offers you 8 copper for the lot. It is worth more, but
Okay. Well,
for the trouble you went through in finding and restoring the stolen goods.
that clears up space in my sack, so. Okay. All right.
Write it down.
8 copper is 8 copper.
I mean, at level 1, that would have been impressive to you guys, wouldn't it?
Shut up!
Not really. We
bit.
started out with a decent amount of
That's
gold.
true.
Yeah, we did.
But that would have been an exciting amount at the start of this game.
Yeah, well, I guess.
I guess, since we were just happy to have people be nice to us.
Okay, well,
Anything else you have to sell?
I don't think so. I want
Uh,
all this stuff.
Gita, a question. Did you return the crossbow?
Nope, I forgot.
Well, you will remain in possession of a dwarven
Oh,
crossbow.
well, I'm not gonna sell it. It's not mine.
Okay. I'm just letting you know you have the crossbow stats.
Yeah.
It's a special thing.
Yep.
It's
Proficiency bonus.
it is a specially engineered thing that Donna built it's a repeating crossbow.
I mean, I still.
Ooh.
Oh.
Which means you only have to
I didn't
reload
write
it
that
once every
down.
you only have to take the action to reload it once every 5 shots.
Oh god, you got an automatic weapon.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm gonna hold on to it because I realize I forgot it,
Okay.
and I might use it if we need it, but I'll return it eventually.
Okay.
Your intent is to return it.
Yes. I'm not gonna sell it.
It is fine dwarven crafts.
I don't think I have anything to sell.
And that's it for bookkeeping?
Yeah,
so.
so, add, what is it? 83, 3, and 3. So add 83 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
3 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper. Okay.
Wait, how many gold?
83.
83?
83.
All right. So,
187, Lord. That was easy.
Oh wait, okay. Never mind. That is easy. I don't
you
know why I
guys
did that.
just check the monitor real quick. Are you guys still all on frame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So,
Wait, what was that? 83?
83.
Thank you.
Hers is a little more difficult though.
so
You
the
guys
three
are
of you
funny.
leave Rory's Pawn Emporium, significantly richer.
Wait, I have a prop.
Yay!
Is that on camera?
Yes.
Yep.
Big bag of gold coins and silver coins. Just coins.
We should make it rain.
Couple of cups.
Just kidding.
That'd be
I
for
have a big bag of gold pieces.
What,
over
with
there.
you?
Yeah, with me. Just plastic.
Wait, let me see.
I just got them from parties.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I know. Some of them are stuck together because I pulled them apart before. No.
You
Oh,
can
sorry.
open it
You
up
don't want
and
me to
throw
open
some
it?
of them in the dice tray or dice mat.
Cool.
Line it.
Oh,
It'd be delightful.
Looks so good.
Oh yeah.
nice. I hope that looked awesome because it felt awesome. They don't really slide.
No,
so
they
well.
don't.
The paint from some of them is just like very sticky.
All right.
Or are we
Coinage.
not leaving it there? Okay.
Treasure. The party has some treasures.
Treasure
Dollar
treasure
coins,
bills.
y'all.
There we
Dollar
go.
coins.
That's better.
All right. So
Yay.
it is evening in Southgate. What do you do with yourselves?
Spend all this money. No,
Shopping.
Yeah, we should go shopping.
Oh, so we are spending all this.
Yeah.
Let's go to
What
the
do-
mall.
Let's go to the mall.
There
Let's
is a
get some
bazaar.
shoes. Oh.
There is a bazaar in town where you can spend some money if you so desire.
Yeah.
All right,
We
what's
should
there?
do that. Yeah. What we got?
You already got some shoes, didn't you?
I got boots of false tracks.
Yep, you pulled those off the corpse of a vampire,
Yep, sure did.
and they resized to fit your feet. They are fancy.
Creepy.
Super
They are
creepy.
fancy magic boots.
Yep. I don't know what to do with those yet, so.
You're not using them, or
I mean, they're just in my pack right now.
okay.
What do they do again? Sorry. Boots
The
of false tracks?
Boots of false tracks.
Just false tracks?
Yeah, they create tracks that of a different type of creature than you.
Everything just wants to go down my windpipe.
Ugh.
The pizza, the drinks, and
Oof.
Maybe the
like-
Sonic later.
don't.
Calm yourself.
Those cheddar
I would
peppers are gonna
be-
turn on you.
No, I'm not getting cheddar peppers.
Okay.
Is there like a Victoria's
Ugh.
Secret equivalent?
There are clothiers in Southgate who specialize in underclothes
I need some
and
alluring
clothes
smoke.
for
Ugh.
enticement in the boudoir.
Don't look at me like that.
You can acquire such clothes. I'm just going to give you prices. I'm not going to role play out this scene.
Please don't.
Because I don't think you want to hear me talking about lace
No.
and frills and
Good.
risque.
But you can see an ankle.
Oh, of course.
Something frilly.
Oh. Frilly? Really?
Frilly and lacy.
Maybe like
Ooh,
black.
black lace.
Yeah.
Well, they have, well, the different types of clothes. This would be part of fine clothes. So
Okay.
you can buy something pretty fancy and pretty expensive, and even of foreign make, because, you know, Port Town,
Right.
in this boudoir clothiers,
God.
for some of a nice set of this, a nice complete set of these bedclothes and undergarments of fancifulness for about, say, 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Let's do it. Gotta treat yourself.
Waste of money.
That's what you think.
No,
All
you
right.
get fitted and get the style you so desire.
Delightful.
Ugh.
So it's
What?
both the underclothes and the nightclothes of laces and of silks and satins.
Cute undies. What was the other thing?
laces and silk and satin. This
my.
underclothes and night clothes come with it as a set. A nightgown came with it
Nightgown.
as a set.
Pretty, well, a frilly nightgown.
You can design it. You're one of the artists
That's
here.
Yes.
Nightgown.
And
She may have won an award.
Oh God. Okay.
we
So
may even
just-
see an award-winning animation of Eris in
Oh,
night clothes.
no!
We're gonna tease about this forever. I apologize.
Stop.
Until the next one of us wins a major award.
All right, let's go for that Pulitzer.
All right.
I'm
Anyway.
kidding, I'm gonna
No,
go
this
for a
is-
Tony. I'm
I don't
gonna
think
try
any
for
of us are
every
gonna,
musical.
Do it.
gonna beat that.
What's that?
I don't think I'm gonna beat that at the going rate of my life and career path.
I don't think we're gonna be.
You never know.
Let's be optimistic.
Let's not write it off as a complete impossibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, life restarts at 30. I'm only 3 years into that.
Shut up.
I'm a
Sorry.
little baby.
Shut up.
if life restarts at 30,
I'm the oldest one here. By more than a year.
but we
or
all
two.
have the heart of grandparents.
Oh yes, we do.
Yeah.
We like naps.
Yeah.
And being curmudgeonly.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a nap after this. But anyway, I digress.
I've been LARPing curmudgeonly for a while now. Doesn't do good for my back.
No.
My shoulder hurts right now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What other places are there in the bazaar?
In these bazaars, there are places that are selling rare spices, foods, fish, adventuring supplies, jewels, baubles, fineries. One small stand of someone selling intricate clockworks from afar.
Do we have that giant hat? Did we take the hat?
You took the hat.
Where's the hat?
That's part of the that's part of the fine clothes.
Well, I don't need another hat then.
that you were
because I
turning
have
into
this
2
hat.
sets of fine clothes.
Yep. I'm trying to think of what else we need to do in town. Not much really.
Okay, I'm gonna blow 6 whole gold
Yeah.
on some arrows.
Ooh.
Just have a good stock.
Good
Okay.
idea.
Some earrings.
Arrows.
Arrows.
Arrows? Oh, sure. Is it earrings?
No.
All right, you get some arrows.
Ember
Plus
wouldn't get that.
40 arrows. I'm good for a while.
All right.
Oh. Actually, I didn't write down how many bolts I have for the crossbow.
Well, you had one of the, you only had a full cartridge, so there
5.
should be how many, I
said
forget how many,
5.
you're out of crossbow bolts.
Okay.
You need some.
Okay, then I'm gonna get some crossbow bolts.
All right.
Might as well refill it.
You can get the same for the same amount that you just spent.
How many? 7 gold?
What?
How much gold did you spend?
I spent 6 gold on 40 arrows.
Okay.
You get 6 gold on 40 crossbow bolts.
Okay.
Well, those are the same price, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right.
So, after all that shopping is done, you meet back up in the bazaar.
Can I also get something for Gabby? Because I haven't forgotten this swear.
Aww.
You can get something cool for Gabby.
What can I get for Gabby? How
Your
much-
owl is always just off screen.
Yeah. He's right here in my ring.
You could. Oh. You can get him some treats.
Yeah.
Or like
owl
a
treats.
little foot decoration or
Large dried meats.
something.
Yeah. How much does that run me?
Just foodstuffs and supplies.
Yeah.
For a proper chunk of meat, it's only like 3 silver.
Cool.
Oh.
So you can get a lot of good quality meat for a bit more.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right.
How much?
Delicious
Maybe?
haunches for, you can get some really delicious haunches for about 9 silver pieces.
Good boy, Gab.
Yeah.
And if you present it, summon him and present it, he is super appreciative.
Toss it up in the air. Just
Swoop.
like catches it. And it looks badass. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's do
You
that
have
happen.
saved the life of a sheep
For now.
with the death of another animal that was used to make the meat.
For now. I've only delayed the inevitable.
Yeah.
He'll fuck off and do what he wants.
More or less. So, you guys can get lodging for the night, either continuing to stay at the apothecaries or buying room at an inn.
What are we doing after this?
I don't know.
I think we're kind of aimless.
We have like so much stuff on our list of things to do. We gotta find that.
What do we? Okay, like what? What are we gonna
That what was he? A lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, do we have to?
do? Well, no.
Weren't we headed to the tower?
Oh
or the-
yeah, that tower in the
Let's see.
distance with the crystal spire
If memory
thing?
serves, you had the following plot hooks.
Thank you.
You were curious about that crystal spire to the east off the map
Right.
that was in the Feywild
Okay.
that Gabby flew back to the material plane from somehow. After saying there was just something above it, and it was just this massive spire
Right.
off the map
Spider stuff.
to the east, and all that spider webbing
Wait,
up
to
there.
the east?
Yeah.
Shit.
No, wait. West.
Okay.
West. The east is the other stuff. You know that there is that dwarven explorer who might know about it, who's to the east. You know that to the west,
Whoa,
Wait.
whoa. Go back to the dwarf.
there was a dwarven explorer you were curious about,
We were?
that you learned about Eris,
Oh.
who might be able to answer questions about that crystal spire, but he was in the west.
Crystal spire.
Yeah, he's in the east, in the Goblin Lands.
In the City of Light?
Johann Wallmason.
Is in the City of
Frequents
Light.
the saucy of pigeon. Cheerful dwarf may know about the spire. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
He is in this. He might be in the City of Lights, which is to the west.
Okay, that is
Right.
right there. Well, to the
Which is also the same city where the guard that might have that receipt went to.
Ah, yes.
But you also know that the sword that Aembron was looking for,
Right.
Eris, you
The
know
other
this,
dude has it.
was in the possession of the Marquise Bellfire.
Bellfire for research
is
purposes, which is
here.
yeah, right there.
That's in the other direction from all the
So
stuff.
can
that
we
wanna
check
do.
the saucy pigeon just to see if Johann's there by chance?
Yeah.
Because he frequents the saucy pigeon by my notes.
Yes, you can go to the Saucy Pigeon.
Let's
All right,
check
let's
it
check the
out.
saucy pigeon.
Well, heading back to the docks as the light dies for the day. After stowing your, do you stow your purchases back at the apothecaries or just carrying it all with you?
I don't even think I'm carrying that
carry
much.
Okay.
I got a quiver. I'm good.
Yeah. You enter the Saucy Pigeon, and it is indeed a rough and tumble, seedy bar on the docks,
Yep.
where sailors and ne'er-do-wells haunt, throw dice, and argue over cups held closely.
0.
Indeed, there behind the bar, you spy a young man being berated by Arngol in his classic overblown loud jacket.
Wait, is this the bar we're not allowed in? Isn't there a bar we're not allowed in?
No,
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
takes no notice of you at entry. And if you want to ask around about Johann, be my guest.
Yes.
Do you want to go to the bar and try and ask Arngol directly? Or do you want to just ask around and poke around and see if there's a dwarf around who might answer to Johann, the dwarvish spelling?
Well, he might not answer to that name if it's a seedy bar.
True
Yeah.
enough. So what do you guys want to do?
We should just do the technique where we just go in and yell, Johann!
Who said that?
Wait, do you have a thing where you can like throw a voice?
Yeah, I can. I can do minor illusion. Hell yeah, that's a cantrip.
All right. Do you
Okay,
wanna do that?
I do that. I just have a voice from one corner of the bar yell, opposite from us, yell, Johann!
We did exactly what you suggested.
Yup.
No one really looks up across the din as the voice sounds out, except Arngol himself, who looks in the direction of the strange shouting,
That fucking
and
guy.
then over to the door and sees the three of you.
Ah.
Ah, my friends, he says, and good customers. Welcome to the Saucy Pigeon.
Hey, Arngol, what's
Hi.
Not much. You are searching for Johann, yes?
What? We didn't say that. We didn't say anything.
Yeah,
are you
I
talking
mean, I
about?
heard someone over there
Yeah.
yell it.
We just got in
Someone
here.
else is looking for him.
Well, I know because you are looking for him because I've given you information about the man.
All right.
And sadly, if you have come here looking for him, he is not. But if you're looking for games of dice, games of chance, and drinks that are not watered down in the least, you have come to the right place.
Are we sure about this? Tara?
It's
Not to say
a,
anything bad about that meat.
it's a foreign style of service. You know, you cut the drink to cut the intensity of the flavor.
Yeah, okay.
It's special mixing technique. I'm kidding. I don't cut my drinks. Lest my customers cut me, huh?
It's a funny joke.
He says, "Ha!" and gestures to the wide breadth of the bar, and people in a drunken slurry raise their glasses. Ah! That's what I get you drinks.
What's that?
Can I get your drinks?
I mean, we're not
They are
really-
good.
What you got? Let's go.
He's got ales, he's got beers, he's got grogs, he's got rums.
Much like in real life, I take whatever the girliest thing that he has is.
The sugariest rum that ever sugared a sugar.
Yeah. I'm into it.
That is made from nigh pure molasses and basically served inside the hollowed out rind of a citrus fruit.
Oh my god, I love it.
Cute.
I actually really want that.
That is set inside a shallow mug.
Awesome. How much is that?
That fancy of a drink will cost you mug of something finer than ale, about a silver piece.
Okay.
Can I have a sip?
You can have your own drink.
I want to taste it first. Make sure it's good.
All right, fine. If you take more than a sip of this, I swear to God, I don't say that. Just That's a lot, but okay.
It's very sweet.
I'm good.
I'm into it. I
This is
drink
just
it.
sugar cane. What are you doing?
Just like in real life. Okay, yeah, I get that, and I
I'll
sip it
have
happily.
a mead,
4 copper.
please.
How
4
is mine so
copper.
I'll
For a
have that.
mug.
I will also get one.
Why is mine so expensive?
All right.
Because you got the fancy
I
drink.
did get the fancy drink, that's true.
You paid so much money for sugar.
Damn straight.
Well, you know what's expensive in this era?
Sugar. Ooh, honey, honey.
Dude.
You're my candy girl.
You're welcome.
Good times. Well, enjoying your drinks at the bar.
Yep.
You sure you didn't cut this?
Arngol asks how your travels have gone.
Eventful.
Well,
Uh,
went to Lowport, killed some zombies, big explosion. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
You were involved with that to do. I've been
Yeah.
hearing rumors.
yeah, we were commissioned by the mayor himself.
Hand chosen, am I right?
You might say we're kind of a pretty big deal.
Congratulations. Did the book I sold you help out any?
Might say we're award-winning. Wait, which book did he
Did
sell?
the book I sold you help out at all?
Book? Oh, right.
So,
The
Yeah,
spell
that's the
book.
one we
Oh
saw.
yeah, it's very interesting.
Delightful. I'm happy to hear. I'm glad I helped it find a good home.
Out of,
trope.
out of curiosity, where did you get that book?
A lightly used possession of an adventurer who no longer had need of it.
He's dead.
Okay.
Yes!
No.
I was being, how you say, diplomatic. As a traveler, I come across many sites of adventure where things don't work out. Or I direct people towards locations of adventure where things might not work out.
Might not work out.
Okay.
And, sometimes I collect the leftovers.
Oh.
True
Okay.
adventure away.
Memory to just chucking an arm back into the fire in Lowport.
Okay.
I've already grilled him for info on stuff I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
have.
I think that was just a diversion. Just, oh shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait,
so that we're not really doing anything there because we didn't find who we were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did he tell us where we might be able to find the guy?
Yeah.
Did you say?
City of Light.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, that doesn't know.
That's too far. Because we gotta wait around
That's
the city for a couple
yeah,
of
that's
days
a slap.
to wait for my brother.
Can we leave?
Well, at least a week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like longer than today. Like
Yeah.
we can't go off gallivanting to the City of Light right
well,
now.
hold on. Can we leave an errand with him? Like, can we get a messenger sent if that guy shows up in the city?
Yeah, I can keep tabs and send a runner to where you're currently staying.
Sure.
He rubs his fingers together.
Of course.
For a small fee.
Of course.
Might you take entertainment?
Oh my God! Shut up.
He looks over at his surly bar of ne'er-do-wells and cutthroats. If you want, be my guest. There is a practically dusty stage over in the
Help.
corner.
I have an
Don't do
8
it.
in performance. I'm
Help.
just saying.
I'm just saying too.
All right.
So do you grab me and we leave?
No, I'm helping you.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you help if you need it. And I'm clearing this so you can roll your die.
let's see how you're doing. If you can get my patrons to drink more, all the better.
All right. Okay. Wait. What's enthralling performance? That's not relevant to this, right?
That's a feature where you can just like get people so involved they won't notice things happening.
Okay.
That spends one of your inspirations, I believe, to do a special effect.
Yeah. That's okay. It's not for this.
All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to
Do the do.
do the do. Do.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, Gallivant.
Right. What am I doing? Okay, performance.
How we miss you.
Big money. Big
It
money.
had an
Big
awesome
money.
plot.
Can I borrow this?
It's somewhere in between the
I borrow this one?
cameras.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Don't roll it off, please.
Just kind of drop it.
Gentle.
Be
Be gentle.
Help. See? Help.
Wait. I'm using
Lucky.
a luck. I'm using a luck.
Using a luck?
I'm
Okay,
using a
reroll.
luck. I got a 1.
I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I'm sure you figured, and it's on camera.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Okay, 16
better.
plus 8.
24.
24. Good.
You give a rousing and enthralling performance as you toot along on your flute and bring cheer to this dark, dour, down on the docks sort of place. And in doing so, seem to get everyone drinking and cheering and stomping along with the music. Hey! That solo cup. And
Proceed to party.
and get the place rather raucous. And Arngol agrees to send a runner to wherever you are staying if you would tell
Correct.
him where you would usually be staying in this town to let you know
Apothecary.
when Johan is back in town.
If.
All right, I'm gonna go get my tie.
Well, you don't have a. It's a few minutes till the break. If you.
So,
oh,
yeah,
you're already.
just leave it there.
Okay,
Yeah.
hopefully I won't need it.
Yeah. So,
So with the apothecary, yes?
Yeah, I guess
I
so.
guess so.
All right.
so, you can spend some downtime now in town as you bunk down for the evening with that information. Head back to the apothecaries, and you can figure out what your next move is as a party. I've given you your list of current adventure hooks, and you don't know anything about where that lawyer, Gavin Collier, might be. But you have other information leads you could follow. And I will say this, as you watch the dying light of people working in the docks, you notice something that might hasten and help your travels in the future. With your passive perception, Aembron,
Yes.
because it's the highest,
Yes.
you notice an Aarakocra dock worker
Oh.
flying away from the docks,
Okay.
trailing behind them a kite that has ropes hanging from it, lifting a barrel.
Ooh. Okay. A heavy-looking barrel.
There's a rope
I
leading
mean,
from the
no,
Aarakocra to the kite.
I get it. I'm wondering how a kite
Yeah.
is lifting
Is
a
it
barrel
magic?
so heavy.
No, he got the momentum. He jumped out of a crow's nest.
Okay.
And he's flying, and
I mean, that's not how physics works, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
it's
Is
just
it,
like
is it magic?
maybe it's I don't know. It's just an item from a previous edition called a cargo kite
All
for
right.
flying
All
creatures.
right. I
You
will
figure-
accept it.
You could figure that such a device might help Gabby carry a bit more than her regular load. His load. I'm sorry. I keep getting it confused. Gabrielle. I'm sorry.
Yes.
His. I apologize for that. With
Okay.
It's fine.
okay.
He's not real.
How dare you?
It's real to me.
I know. Okay, so that's cool.
We'll
But-
look into that in the future days. But for local travel, where do you guys want to go as a party? You might want to sit and discuss it amongst yourselves when we come back from the break,
Yeah.
which is nigh.
Hey.
So we're going to take a short break, recover dice that were falling on the floor, and we'll be right back for more Dansu and Dragons. Sit right there. Or go to the restroom and get a drink.
Or whatever.
Well, not at the restroom. You'll get a drink or you can use the
you
restroom.
Got a
do
few
you.
more minutes.
Do your
now.
life.
Yeah, we've extended the break a little bit.
You're welcome.
just looking at
That's
stupid things on the
funny.
internet.
Is there any better use of time than stupid things on the internet?
Celebrities.
You know what
but,
I
like,
think's a better use of that than stupid things on the internet?
Uh.
Our stupid show on the internet.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to Dansu
Oh.
Dragons.
That was a flattering
That was-
camera angle on both of us.
That's how I look in all my photos.
When we're back from break, hope everyone's good. The party's discussing their options.
Timer?
Yeah, 34 minutes.
Cool.
Okay.
So, also one thing we wanted to point out is another thing you guys have on the table. You do know that on the peninsula of Storied Might, there is a castle belonging to a dragonborn clan of Daxer in relation to the villain you guys have hit the ancillary of, Captain Thoraraxis Daxer.
Captain Thorax.
What a name.
But you do know from asking around from a few places earlier that while the clan name is known, someone of the clan with that first name is unknown.
Right. Basically.
But from what you know of the man, considering he might be a vampire,
A vampire.
you know that that name might in fact come from antiquity.
That sounds cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Let's go there.
It's far. It's the farthest out of all
She
the
wanted
things.
to go to the City of Light earlier. This is a lot closer. 'cause
I
it's
know.
on the map at least.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how far east the city, west the City of Light is.
It's far because it's off the map.
Yeah, but we're starting in Southgate, which is all the way west.
It's a little west of center.
What's the difference in travel time between us and the peninsula and us and the City of Light?
Well, travel time overland. Let me pull up my
Or-
copies of the map.
Yeah.
If I
Because
can
we are
find
in
them.
harbor and we can just shoot.
Yeah, or by ship.
I wouldn't like that, but whatever.
Nope.
Yeah, so hold on, let me pull up my images on my phone. Collection. It is in here somewhere.
Although if we went over land, we
Yeah.
could pass certain edgelords.
Yeah, well,
Sorry, did I ruin the joke?
Marquis.
yes, I'm just gonna kill the joke, spoil the joke now. Marquise Bellfire, as a Marquise, he is a lord who's on the border of the kingdom he lives on, and specifically, he is also a collector of edged weapons, and he is an edgelord. I'm gonna play that joke up when we actually see it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
But
Really
yeah, let
is
me
an
just figure this
edgelord.
out from visual reference real quick, because the map is a little bit stretched. So it was
Sorry.
3 days all the way to Brightstead. So you're about 4 days overland travel from the overlook point of Marquise Bellfire.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And from that onward, it would be another 4 days to, another 3 days to Nightstead Hall.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then
okay.
another 2 or 3 days into the territories of the Peninsula of Story Might. From there, you'd have to find the actual castle
Okay.
of Clan
So
Daxter.
it's like how long? A week and a half?
Yeah, 4 days, 3 days, 4, 7.
A week and a half.
It'd be like
Sorry.
9 days to get to your ultimate destination
Wow. By land.
by land.
How about by sea?
By sea,
Yeah, is it faster?
you could get to Wyvernport all the way down on the
Yeah.
peninsula itself, which is near the former capital of the ancient empire of the Empire of the Dragonborn, the the Dragon's Eye Empire. It would only take you maybe 3 days to sail that way,
Yeah.
Oh,
assuming
wow.
clear weather,
Okay. But we'd have to commission a ship or something.
or catch a ship
Or
making
catch
transit
one.
on trade, and you don't know when the next one might leave.
Okay.
But that would also completely miss the chance to research that weapon at the
Yeah.
overlook point.
That's true.
And you'd also have to travel then overland on the peninsula once you actually find out where the castle is, because
True.
clear maps of the territories aren't easy to come by on this side of the shore, because it's always in flux. Because, you know, warring states.
Okay, how about to the City of Light?
The City of Light, overland. I want to say 3 days there, so. About 3 weeks travel overland to get to the City of Light.
Ooh, I thought
How
you were
about
gonna
by
say 15
air?
days. By air.
By air,
Yeah.
as the owl flies, perhaps.
Yes.
With the aid of
That is
those
what
kites
I am
we were talking
flying,
about?
Yes.
I'd say about 1 week's travel by aid of a flying
All
mount.
right, and this a
general area of where the crystal spire would be by air?
By air, only a couple days. Remember how long Gabby was away for?
No.
Yeah.
It's been months.
Oh, yeah. It would literally be 2 days or so
By
to
flight.
get by air to get
Oh.
to and from where the spire is off the map.
So you know. Okay.
If you want to go that route. If you want to just like use my owl.
I believe there is a town on the material plane at the base of where that crystal spire would be on the material plane or on the Feywild called Thari's Hold.
Spell, please.
THRI''S Hold.
Sorry.
R.
T-Rex.
Hold. Material plane. Put them as twin cities.
So, you know that in like a little over around 2 weeks' time, Gita's brother is going to be coming to town with
Yeah,
the dagger.
that's why.
So what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Okay, so that pretty much rules out the City of Light.
Yeah. That's too far. We don't have
Peninsula
time to go
Story
that.
might be cutting it close. We'd have to like go
Yeah.
there and get it immediately,
Yeah.
and then
Which
come back
we
immediately.
don't know what we're looking for.
Exactly.
You're looking, and the story might be looking for information about
So, yeah.
Right.
the villain who was attached to the matter of the heart of the forest. And now, as you know, or suspect, the matter of Rebjorn.
How long do we have for my brother to get to the city again? Sorry.
About 2 weeks until when he finishes and comes into the city. You can just, he knows where you're staying. You can just have him stay with the apothecary, let the apothecary know he's coming.
And if we get word of what's his name, Johann, that'll be run back to us, the city. But that can happen in a moment's notice.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
know if or when that would happen. So the best idea is probably to not go far.
Yeah.
Though I will say, if you want to get one of those kite things so that you can haul Eris with you by owl,
Right.
besides just the two of you, it would cut travel time to the Peninsula and Storied Might just as much, and to the Marquis Spellfire just as short, by the aid of over-air travel.
So it sounded like it was a third of the time. Then.
Yes.
So it would take a day to get to
pretty
Marquis
good.
Spellfire.
All right, maybe we should do that then. I like that.
All right. So how might we acquire one of
Yes.
these cargo kites?
You can go down to the dock and ask around if anyone is selling them, because it seems something that Aarakocra sailors might be prone to using occasionally. To transport goods from ships without actually docking the ships, or transport goods to cliffside homes.
Sure is good. We just
Let's
got
do
paid
that.
a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Give me just investigation check to see if you can find someone selling them. It's a very low threshold.
Woo!
I just have a 2 intelligence.
12 plus 2, I got 14 total. Erica rolled a nat 20.
And I got
24.
Yeah, I got 20.
You're able to find readily at a sailing supply store an Aarakocra who's selling varieties of kites,
Okay.
of cargo kites, both for just pulling either a person or just hauling barrels or a flatbed for a crate.
What would be most practical for us?
Yeah, because we can't rightfully expect Gabby to physically carry us
Well,
on his person.
well, you know Gabby could fly with the two of you on his back.
Right, but to use him so much for that.
Yeah, if you want
Short
to just
distance
get,
is fine, but like
you can get a nice wide bench underneath.
I'm looking for basically like
Okay.
a hot air balloon bucket.
A bucket?
Or
For like the
what-
three of us.
Okay,
'cause I
what-
don't want to ride his back the entire time.
Oh my god, no. Okay. Here's my question.
Mhm.
Is there one that we could get that could also double as land transportation if we pull it?
Ooh.
And that
Like-
way we could give Gabby a rest.
Good call.
Like you're looking to see if they have one that also has wheels, so you
Yeah.
can just fold the kite down
Yeah.
or use it as a cover in case of rain.
Exactly.
Good idea.
Thank you.
Basically a wagon.
Yeah, basically one with wheels. He does have some smaller ones for that, but for all three of you, it'll be a tight fit. It's about the size of 2 barrels,
Okay, so, well,
and when it's on the ground, it'll have only 3 wheels.
okay, question though. Is it big enough to carry Gabby?
it's big enough for Gabby to carry.
But to carry him,
Give
if he's
him a
tired.
rest.
If he's tired, it
Can
works.
it fit 2 medium?
It can fit 2 medium creatures.
Okay.
And here's the thing: if it's in the air
Yeah.
and Gabby's not pulling it,
Yeah.
or some flying creature is not pulling it of at least medium size, it's going to start going down. Depending on the weather or your momentum, it could be plummeting or gliding.
Okay. Well, I mean,
He's
I don't.
gonna be pulling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be pulling it.
Yeah,
So it's fine.
No
Okay.
problem. He's medium sized.
I mean, if we're worried about shelter, we can just also get like a tent.
And it will cost you, for this magnificent device, better than a normal cart, 20 gold pieces.
Oh, I was expecting way more than that.
Shh, don't say that out loud.
Laura said that. Airhead. Gita did not say
Airhead.
that. Airhead. I was gonna say Eris, but it's fine. I'm also an airhead, so.
You have a cargo kite with wheels.
Yay!
All right.
Should we all write that down? Actually, I'm gonna leave it with
And
I'll
a-
write it down for you because
I'll buy it.
And a leather harness for Gabby to wear that also counts as leather barding.
Cool.
I mean we can split the cost. I just mean you should write it in your inventory since it's Gabby's, basically.
Okay. Or if we want to split the cost.
Can you do something with a multiple of 3 next time?
How about 18 gold?
18 gold?
Make a persuasion check to barter down.
All right.
Can we-
Persuasion. I don't have
He
persuasion.
usually has fixed prices, but since you had a 20 in finding the place, maybe,
Hey,
this person
Maybe
sent
one
me.
of you guys should
Okay.
roll persuasion.
Wait. Persuasion has charisma modifier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Roll
plus
high.
2.
You got
Okay,
the best roll.
15.
All right.
Can you pass it over?
All right, I will give it to you for 18.
Nice. All right. So
Yay.
everybody subtract 6.
Okay.
And with that, we finish this day, and you guys can take a long rest to set out on the morrow.
And I replenish my lucky. Hooray.
Nice.
Nice.
So, we're going to head to the overlook
Oh.
point of Marquise Bellfire.
I guess we
Do
are.
we also buy a tent? Do we want a tent? Do we care?
What's the weather like?
For general supply store, a tent you can get for, a simple tent
To
is,
cover all 3 of us and
4.
Gabby.
a 2-person tent is 2 gold pieces.
Will that fit all of us and Gabby?
2 person.
2 person?
2 medium creatures.
Oh, but because we already have the kite, and that's also
Yeah,
okay.
a cover.
So wait, how much is
Cover.
it?
Well, the cover can cover, it covers 2 medium, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get the tent for them 2.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
we
yeah.
can split the kite.
Okay, sounds good. How much was it?
2 gold.
1 gold, 8 silver.
Persuasion.
It's a basic item, not like
God
a hag.
damn it.
Okay, can we? at
What
least-
if my friend threw in a song?
How good a song is it?
Why don't you tell us? Cries.
9 plus 8, 17.
Sure.
Cool.
Yay!
6 silver, everybody.
With a song
Wait,
and some silver, you buy a tent.
Sorry, how many copper is to silver?
10. So you're going to have
Okay.
0, right? We'll bring that down to 7, actually.
Well, it was at 3.
Right, bring it down to 7
Okay.
and subtract the gold now.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
Cool.
Hooray!
Bust out a different book for access to a specific kind of chart. There we are.
Okay.
So I
That's
guess
terrifying.
we're going to the edge load.
I really hope he's got memes. Ugh.
Why did we want him again?
It's got that sword that I wanted for research purposes.
Has it?
Yeah, he's got it. Actually,
bought it, right?
Hang on, I have a note somewhere. I think it's too far back.
So I'm just looking up a chart real quick.
That's all I've got. Is that
Research purposes.
Arngol
Yep.
sold it to him. He's a collector of weapons. He's got it for research purposes.
I wonder if we're going to be able to buy it off him, or if we're going to have to like give something in exchange.
Or fight him for it.
I'm sure you will find out shortly.
Yep.
I mean, we have a bunch of fun stuff. Maybe we
We
can
do.
trade some like
Yeah.
research materials.
Or maybe he'll have a quest for us.
Oh.
Quite possible.
It'll take us another 3 weeks to do.
Well, you set out with clear weather and clear skies
Good.
today as you hook
Today.
in the new day as you hook Gabby up to the harness and bid farewell
Thanks, Gabby.
to
Southgate.
Southgate and your friends therein. Corvus,
Corvus.
wistful to see you go and wishing you good luck on your travels by sky, which terrifies even him.
I get you, dude, but we'll
I
be back in
agree.
a couple days.
Yeah.
Don't
All right.
worry, it'll be cool.
And he'll be going back to his day job, as it were.
Yes.
I feel like.
As I look for this specific chart I'm looking for to see if anything goes up.
Oh, I have it. I have it written. I knew I had that written down. Okay.
I knew it was in here somewhere. Where is it, though?
Okay, never mind. Excuse me.
Go. This is where that comes up. This book was totally poorly arranged. There we. No, you're not gonna. Oh, there we go. So your day's travel over the landscape of the plains in the Midlands, coming out of Southgate, over the Wingcliff coast, full of large winged animals soaring about, and the distant sights of farmlands below, and the overlook coming up to you. It's a wonderful, beautiful layout of the countryside that you can see from this very rare vantage point that only flying animals or even your owl normally sees alone. And it's quite beautiful. Though as you are flying, you are buffeted by strong winds. And I would like you to roll for an athletics check for Gabby.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh God, do I have to look at his stats?
Probably.
Yes,
I don't know
look
where
at
they
his strength.
are. Okay, athletics is strength, right?
Yep.
Okay. This doesn't. Does this go up every time I level?
His hit points?
Yeah, and stats appropriately, because I haven't been
Ev-
keeping track of that since like second level.
He would have gotten a stat boost because he's leveling with you guys as a party ally.
Okay, well I'll roll first and then we can work it out.
Okay, go ahead.
19.
Hell yeah.
All right. Despite the strong winds buffeting him and the kite cart he's pulling, and you guys are jostled around it, but he finds a way through the storm,
Good boy.
leading you to safety.
Yay.
And before day's end, you are flying down upon the overlook point of Marquise Bellfire, a large, ennobled compound surrounded by small farming communities on the edge of the Gate Kingdom. And that you notice as you approach is that there are quite a number of carts, and the place is full lit up with torchlight and interior hearth fire, as it looks like there is some kind of to-do going on
this party
at the
found a
overlook
party?
point
Oh no, stop.
of Marquise Bellfire.
Hang on a second.
I'm gonna put on my fine clothes
Okay.
just in case.
Clarify, are you putting your cute underwear on underneath?
God.
Because I want to be aware beforehand, because I know you're going to pull some shit. I know you. I know the character you're playing.
I don't think I'll need that today.
Okay.
Okay.
We are establishing this for continuity sake. That is
Never
not
hear
on right now.
such a thing. Like, are you putting your cute underwear?
I am prepared for this. I know the way you play and think
Just
now.
to hear you ask that question.
I am very uncomfortable asking that question.
I'm uncomfortable now.
Never say anything you're not comfortable with, kids.
Comfort zone graphic.
Comfort zone. I have an unrelated
Woo!
question. Have I had enough time to make the fancy jackets for me and Aembron?
Yes.
2 days, I would say yes. You'll be able to sew.
Hells yeah.
Sweet, we
We
got
put that
fancy
shit on.
clothes.
You already have fine clothes. You guys have fancy clothes now.
Yep, you can add fancy jacket to your...
Yeah, I've got it. We're gonna be super overdressed. I want.
I regret asking that question and I apologize. But at the same time, I expect it to be known whether it's going to come up or
No,
not.
no, fair. It was just weird to actually.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I know. I feel so self-conscious now having had to ask that.
I'm
Should I
sorry.
wear-
I,
No,
I
I'm not-
drew attention
I'm
to
not
it.
wearing the cute ones today.
Should I wear the giant hat?
Absolutely.
Do it.
Is
Okay,
that a question,
it's
Gita?
like this. All right, I'm wearing
It'll
a fancy
protect us
jacket
from
and
the
hat.
elements. Are you kidding? I
this
put
gonna
on my
be-
fancy robe and hat.
Is this gonna be like a Rocky Horror
Oh,
type
no.
situation? I see you've met my, I don't know,
So,
sword.
Ooh, yes, for fun.
Yep. All right. Well, we look
So
freaking
we're touching
awesome.
down.
yeah, you're touching down outside
And we
on
look
the
awesome.
Yep.
on
We
the
can fly.
on the dirt road leading up to this noble's house, and a footman by the gate looks at your approach. Your owl just kind of fluttering down as the cart kind of tips and rolls.
Sorry to just drop in unexpectedly.
I'll have I'll have your beast stabled and cart stored.
Damn right.
Here's a coin.
Well, you better take out a copper.
All right.
I'm taking one copper.
What's a good tip for him in this
We've been
universe?
flipping copper most.
Is copper too cheap for a
But
fancy
here's the thing,
party?
you don't buy things you need on a day-to-day basis with a penny in this game.
Okay, so like, what's a good tip for him?
Noble's footman, maybe
Yeah.
a silver.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Just throw like 10
All right, here.
Chase them.
I'm gonna give him a silver and a copper just because I'm
nice.
trying to clear out my coppers out of my purse.
Okay.
All right.
You don't want to have any pennies around anymore.
No.
Now that you got
First
that real
world
money.
You come from money.
Okay.
And as you see people milling around, there
What,
are
you don't
both-
like the brown ones?
there are definitely a lot of nobles around, and even merchants common born who are at least well-to-do. This seems to be, as you overhear conversation, that this is just some kind of soiree the Marquis throws on occasion because he feels like it. This invites people to show off how amazing he is at keeping the border secure because he's right up against the warring states territories. And he likes
Very
to
safe.
invite people of all walks of life to these parties for the pure sake of showing how gregarious and awesome he is.
Okay.
Worthy of all he is.
So
Okay.
edgy.
And as
Okay.
and if you approach the front door, every group that's coming up is stopped by a man at the door who's basically just asking for names and checking off through his lists.
You got this? First to
I have minor illusion. Okay. So you gotta announce it then.
And
You're the
you
one
are,
What?
and you three are.
We are the esteemed guests of Lord Balefire. Lord Balefire.
Balefire.
Yes, everyone here is usually a guest of Lord Belfire. Though may I have your names? Or the name of your party?
Party people.
Oh, God.
Is
do we have a name?
You huddle in front of the man trying to figure this out, I imagine.
Do we have a name for our group?
Ichigo Pepsi.
Strawberry Brigade.
Oh my God.
Isn't one of you a noble?
That's why I was looking.
Oh!
That's why I was like, you got this, because Eris would
Well,
just be
no.
like, I'm
Oh,
Eris
that's
Briarwood.
true.
It's a Briarwood.
I forgot.
I say that.
Oh,
like
well, two of you
Jesus.
are people of decent to do.
Yeah.
Yes. Even though I'm super uncomfortable in these clothes.
So who wants to take point?
What?
Okay.
Take
Who's
point.
what?
No, I'm
Who's-
gonna wait to see if your name actually gets us in. And if it doesn't, then I'll say like, oh.
I will feel so hurt if it doesn't.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Like, excuse me? She's one an Emmy. Oh.
Huh?
Is
Her
it
name
on there?
had better
You
be
don't-
on that
did you
list.
ask?
Yes.
I should be there somewhere.
The Briarwoods, yes. The noble noble holding to the northwest. I shall make a note of your arrival.
Thank you.
You do that very suspicious laugh in front of the door.
Yes. I was very pleased with myself.
He quirks an eye at your eccentricity. And your guests, friends, retainers?
Let's just story for us.
These are my handmaidens. No. This is the famous researcher, Lady Aembron from. Where are you from?
Where are you from? I don't remember.
Somewhere down here.
From the south.
Lands.
From the southern lands.
He makes a note.
And you may have heard of me.
I hear
What
that.
is that?
Oh, I do that.
Is it good?
I don't know. Should I roll to see if it's good?
Yes.
Okay. I like have to roll every time.
It's
18.
okay.
Okay. Yes, that is very good. Do you have a name?
Oh, I'm Gita Jewelsoul. Jewelsoul.
Renowned performer of
Yep.
all lands.
You've started making a name for yourself. I'm just going to roll.
For better or for worse.
It is not, your name has, knowledge of your name has not yet reached out this far.
Why don't you flip to the second page? I cast minor illusion.
Oh, yes, very well.
Nice. I love that cantrip.
Good job. Good job.
So you have gained access to the party.
Great.
That
Yay! Just what I always wanted.
Well, at least this one isn't as raucous as the last one.
It is not.
Right?
And
It
we
is
won't
full
accidentally
of
spend
merchants,
4 days there.
nobles, and
Excellent.
fancy people
I'm gonna
slowly
have some
drinking
hors
things.
d'oeuvres.
There are hors d'oeuvres.
I would love to have some actual hors d'oeuvres. That sounds
Yes.
great.
Various things made of puff pastry
Nice.
Oh yeah.
and cheeses,
I'm gonna grab a plate.
and things stacked on crackers,
Excellent. Perfect.
and flutes of various wine and spirits.
Uh-oh.
Flutes.
Don't you dare.
Do not put wine
Not
in
that
your
kind of
flute.
party.
All right. I also have a xylophone
Not that kind of party.
and a lute.
Not that kind.
Okay, I won't do
Let's
anything.
go for a
Fancy
joint.
party.
Hey, we're
we
trying to
got
stay low
here?
key.
It's
We're
easy
gonna-
in
I
the
think.
party to see whom Lord Bellfire is. He is a younger man, a young adult, who dresses himself, even to his own party, in the armor of a swashbuckler. Lightly armored, a small parchment on one shoulder, and a brace across, and a buckler. Looking fancy with a feather in his cap,
Of
all
course.
black, of course.
Oh, does he have a half cape?
He does have a half
it's
cape.
kinda
He hasn't
hot.
got a capelet. He's got a capelet going.
Oh.
And of course, he has
Hashtag
multiple.
aesthetic.
And he has multiple swords on his hips because he wants to show off all these swords he owns. He owns a lot of swords.
He knows it's not practical to wear, like.
No,
He's
this-
an edgelord.
he is at a party.
Yeah.
He is doing it up.
All
And he
right.
also has more swords. There are like master's craftsmanship swords hanging on the wall in different places. Like a collection throughout the halls of this room. Some people would put taxidermy animal heads,
You put
swords.
Okay.
Swords all over the place in this main
So
hall of
I
this party.
We're on the
I'll
lookout.
stick close to Eris, but I will keep my eyes peeled for a
Yeah.
particular
Okay.
sword.
Well, in that case, if you're actively looking, please give me a perception check.
I am also actively looking. 'Cause I know
Nice.
that's what we're here for. Of course, my wisdom is shit.
Oh, shit. 6 plus
Oh,
wisdom.
I got a natural 20.
Nice. Oh, God. I got like a 10 total.
Okay, 10 total. You have not seen the sword you're looking for.
Move out of the freaking way. I can't see
Huh?
past you.
What?
God.
I rolled a 20 though, and I'm also
with a
looking.
20,
Well, you're not sticking close to her.
Well, no,
so-
that's
as
I'm
you're
somewhere
wandering
else.
about the party looking at swords, you
Yeah.
do indeed see the elvish blade you remember from the pawn shop that Aembron was looking for, and see it upon the wall
Okay.
with a little plaque under it saying like ancient elvish blade, rare piece. And while you're looking at that, you also spy out of the corner of your eye on the other side of the hall in the party a familiar figure
Is it my dad?
in gaudy purple vestments.
Oh, no, this asshole.
Oh no.
You see at the party,
Oh,
looking rather
no.
annoyed and bored, drinking a flute of champagne of some sort, the mysterious lawyer and arcanist, Gavin
Yay.
Collier. And at this point, he has not noticed you.
Didn't I give him my fake name?
You did. No, you didn't give him your fake name. She gave you a fake name.
What did I give? I don't even remember what I gave you. 'Cause I didn't. Wait, this is the guy we met in the forest, right?
Yeah. You gave her something stupid fake.
Oh. It was like fake name
Fake name.
Fake name.
Let me
It
see
was-
if I have it in my notes. When was this?
McJane. When we met in the forest at my hometown when we were trying to investigate my dad.
Though at the
have it written
time,
down.
Eris was in disguise.
She was.
Eris was in disguise, and Aembron had gone unnoticed.
How do you remember this? I love you.
What was she disguised like?
Traveling merchant lady,
Yeah. So is she unrecognizable?
Wow.
Is she unrecognizable now?
presently,
Okay.
but you would be
Well, I don't
quite
know how-
recognizable.
Someone's made a name for herself.
How does he recognize me?
He hasn't seen you yet, but you know that you are not disguised in that instance.
I know, but how did he know me from before? Like,
You
how
d-
do we meet?
Well, you met him in the forest. He
Yeah.
would
Oh,
recognize
I was just
you
like,
from
oh,
that
my
time.
friend. Well, that's okay. I wasn't hiding.
He doesn't have a
anything.
name for you, but he'll
Yeah.
remember that face.
Okay, well, how high up is this sword?
It's about 15 feet off the ground in the Great
Okay,
Hall.
I dart somewhere or walk slowly to not drag attention to myself that is out of the way.
Yes.
That's not too far from the sword.
Yeah.
Within 30 feet, I might say.
Okay.
Oh-ho!
Make a stealth check.
Okay. What? I don't have stealth. Dex, I got +2. 6.
Help.
How do you do that?
Can I help her?
Yeah.
You're not involved in this action she's taking.
Oh, she has to be there?
You have to be aware of what you're doing to try and help you.
All
Should
right.
I use a luck? I have 3
No.
today.
Or bardic inspiration.
Can I do that to myself?
I believe so. No, wait, you can't actually use it on yourself. my
Yeah,
apologies.
I wouldn't think so. I'm gonna play myself a song.
Okay, I guess it doesn't matter where I am, so I just, even if I'm not hidden well, that's fine, I guess.
What'd you get for your stealth?
6. Oh, plus Dex is 2, so 8.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not great.
All right.
So I go somewhere that's slightly out of the way, and I attempt to use Mage Hand to take the sword off the
Oh
wall.
no, this is not
People
gonna
can
end.
see that though, right?
Isn't
Yeah,
it
but no one's
invisible?
paying attention. It's a party.
It's a party. People
Alright.
are
Can I
sipping
can I
their
cast another cantrip
fill
of
our
minor
cups.
illusion over it?
Should we be causing a
Yes,
distraction?
you can.
Okay, then I cast minor illusion so people can't tell I'm taking it off the wall.
Well, hold on. I need to see. They might both be concentration spells. I need to check
Okay.
that out.
Okay.
So
Should
I'm
we
just
be
gonna.
creating a distraction?
Just having people look away from that area.
Well, you don't know that I'm doing this because we're in separate areas.
oh, no.
I was just like, oh look, a sword. I'm gonna take it.
Oh, okay.
It does not require concentration. Congratulations.
so
You
go
can set
for
the
it.
illusion of just the spell on the wall while you are slowly moving it away.
Okay, I do that.
All right.
Both of those.
I will garner you advantage on that stealth check then.
Oh. Okay, so I roll it again.
You can roll it again and,
Okay.
and use the new result of better.
Stealth +2.
Money.
Yeah, 20.
All
total.
right. Through your clever use of magics, masqueraded by your own occasional use of music, because you're a performer and you're there to make a name for yourself, you are able to get the scabbarded rapier off of the rack while leaving the mysterious copy on the rack for another minute, as long as the minor illusion is maintained. And you can even spend a few minutes just refreshing it every so often,
I can't do that. That's
just to make
true.
sure it continues to look like it's there.
I'm gonna do that until we leave.
All right, so
Does you have to stand near it?
Yeah,
You're
well,
standing
actually
within-
30 feet.
You're within 30 feet to refresh the illusion.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, can I do it?
Yeah.
Well, it's only a minute long, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just have to refresh it once a minute.
Okay, but I could like leave leave the area, right?
Yeah, and then come back
And then
pop
come back.
on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can't leave it for long, but I can leave for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't leave
And-
it for long or for far, right?
Yeah.
And
Or
you
does it just-
secret the blade upon your
30
person,
minutes. Yes.
seemingly unnoticed by any in the room.
Okay, it's 30 feet. So apparently I can leave the 30 feet, but I have to come back to it before the minute is done.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Yes, I do that.
So you're gonna be like running back and forth a lot.
Well, or I'm just staying there for now because it's
Right,
a party.
right.
So I'm like,
wallflower.
oh, party. That's what you do at a party, right?
I don't know.
You are being chatted up by nobles who wish to know who you and your amazing gaudy outfit is.
Oh, actually, I'm totally down to talk about that.
Okay,
so.
you're talking about that you're a performer and minstrel, and some people are requesting a sample of your work. since-
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I give it to them.
Certainly noted. So while you guys are searching around, you notice that Gita seems to be making a small ruckus with herself.
What? No!
I mean,
God
it's
damn
not a
it.
ruckus.
Man, oh my god.
She's like playing. She's playing
Oh, yeah,
music.
I'm playing
and stuff.
music.
Oh.
She's entertaining, and to the delight of people who are actually actively inquiring after her, she is a musician.
Yeah, people asked. They asked. However, I understand what type of party this is, and I try not to be too obnoxious like I usually am.
But you're being
Class it up.
skillful.
Well-
you're being low key and skillful.
As much as I can, class
Sure.
it up.
Okay.
And
It's still not great, but it's not like, or whatever my music usually sounds like. Okay, yep.
and
What are we doing?
as the two of you are just searching about the room, especially you going after the hors d'oeuvres on the plates,
Yes.
as you're going through like the table with a spread of like everything for this party,
Nice.
you almost bump into someone in a very out of place outfit.
Hello.
That's
Who is it?
that's the timer, yeah.
Me to the end of this line. You bump into someone with a very familiar but very kind of anachronistic outfit. A straight cut, tightly tailored pinstripe suit.
Sorry. Do I like?
A woman with faintly visible stitching around her neckline and on her wrist beneath the pair of gloves she's wearing as she holds contemplating a bunch of meat, cheese, and fruit stacked on a cracker. As you bump into her, she just regards you coolly and then goes back to the cracker. It's V, the mysterious person that was in the company of Gavin Collier.
Oh.
Oh, that was a
I
woman?
don't think I have notes on V.
A woman dressed in a masculine three-piece suit.
I'm not sure I have notes, but whatever.
His silent ally,
When we were in
the
the
other person who
forest.
was there.
in the forest? Okay.
who ran off and
Ow.
presumably set off
That
that
was a
flare
guy.
to alert him to danger.
Oh, that
Person.
person is
Yeah.
very perceptive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
And
they caught my BS like real fast.
Yeah, I remember that
yes,
part.
but it appears that they do not recognize you and just kind of gesture. What? Because you've bumped into them unintentionally, perhaps.
Oh yeah, because you were in disguise.
Yeah.
But you recognize her immediately.
I mean,
Okay, keep it cool.
Okay.
Cool.
They say nothing.
I'm gonna walk off
Uh-huh.
and pretend that was totally cool.
Okay. You can do that.
And we should maybe huddle
yeah.
elsewhere away from this person.
Okay. So you grab Aembron.
Whoa, 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 where are we going? What's going on? What's
Hors d'oeuvres over here. Let's
okay.
go.
Okay. There's some right here, but all right.
You've
no,
made
no,
it.
we
You've
want
made
those.
conversation. You've made it away at conversation distance.
Okay.
How
Are they
was
moving
that?
towards me or?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You see that weirdo with the weird suit?
Rude.
Oh yeah, that is a weird suit.
Yeah, colors are so bad. Anyway, that was V, right?
Yep.
V.
Do you remember? Yeah.
No, she's right
Do
here.
you remember who that was?
No.
Remember with the creepy spiders and the bushes and the almost died?
Clearly not, because it is not in my notes at all.
You and Gita were hiding in the bushes while Aembron interacted as a lost merchant.
Okay.
You've seen this woman before.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
like specifics I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah.
I got you.
All right.
Okay.
Filled in.
Okay.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why are there all these people here that we know? This
Because
is serious.
it's a game and everything's set up.
Also, you guys don't know that.
Gavin. You don't know that
the other
Gavin's
guy's
here.
here. I've only seen him.
Okay.
Does he think the other guy's here?
Probably.
What's his face?
What's his
You wanna
face
take a look?
indeed?
Hibberdig? Yeah.
Make a perception check.
15 plus
Ooh, nice.
3 plus 1. I got a 19 total.
Okay.
Erica got a base 19.
Yeah.
Well, you both pick him out of the crowd in his gaudy purple vestments.
Oh,
no.
Why didn't I read thoughts?
And now we bring this session to a close.
Oh,
Okay.
The,
really?
the party is at a party with some
Again!
familiar faces. See you again in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye. Time to go party.